It is I, Christopher Blue, once again. To my right, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Captain Calm.
Baby boys and girls, nice to meet you.
And to my
Left.
did I say to my right when did I say to my left?
You said right.
Good. To my left, the blue bird, the
feathery.
the not the weaver, but the reverb. Yes. We're still coming for you, Wayne 15.
We love you though.
So today we are doing a ranking video, and like in these ranking videos, we're gonna rank things. Yes, today's ranking, our favorite video games. Oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna start off with my first favorite video game, and I'm going to start it off with a superhero game that for the longest time I believe was considered the best superhero game of all time, and that is Batman Arkham Asylum. Now, I first played this game on PC when I was in high school. My dad jumped through a lot of hoops to make sure I could play it on his computer. It was awesome. Let me tell you, when I would play that game, I would see things outside and think that I need to throw a batarang at it. Like, that's how much I got into the Arkham Asylum games. Or the Arkham games. Arkham Asylum we're focusing on specifically. I've talked about it enough. Let's go on to Captain Calm. What is your favorite video game?
Well, this is my second favorite video game.
We'll take it.
Wild Arms. It's an RPG about 3 lone strangers. A healer, I might get this wrong, a gunslinger, and a wanderer per se, who go and try to stop these demons from destroying the world. But it's a really fun RPG for me. I love the CGI battle system with all the characters. When I first played the healer girl, it's a girl, but when I first played her story, it just spoke spirituality. That's all I'll say. That's your only spoiler.
Okay, all right.
That's my number 2.
And what's it called?
Wild Arms, the very first one on the PlayStation.
Wild Arms on the PlayStation. Okay. Reverb.
Well, I'm a superhero, so I can't say Grand Theft Auto.
I mean, if that's your favorite game to play, that's...
I think I'll say San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto.
I know I had great memories playing that as a kid. The cheat code. For me, when it comes to... And I'm taking up your time, I'm sorry. You know what? You go on. I'll get back to defending your game later.
The cheat codes, like, you could have a flying car, and it would be nice just to go flying down the highway, and then literally flying off the highway, and then just boop, kissing the tall tower, and then just crashing into the pyramid. My cousin and I actually, it was Grand Theft Auto 3, but we found out that on accident, that we could record the game. We put a blank VHS in, and we were just messing around, and we completely forgot it was in there, and it was recording. And then we started playing Grand Theft Auto 3, and we found out you could fly the tank, and you could shoot the tank to fly faster. And so we were just destroying everything. Not even meaning to destroy it, just all like, you land on the ground, you shoot like 4 or 5 times, and everything behind you is blowing up, but you're going fast and you're flying off again, and R.I.P. Grandma, but you know.
I have fond memories of playing Grand Theft Auto. That game is meant for cheat codes. Like, I don't know why anyone would play that game straight.
Like I've done it twice. Or not twice, but there have been a few times where I had one file for the cheat codes, and then the other file would be for playing it straight, just to see how far I could get. And honestly, you know, every now and then, it's fun to just drive around and stop at the red light, and then go the speed limit behind everybody else, and then get dragged out of your car at a red light, and then point a banana at them, and then get back in your car and drive away.
Yeah. So I mean, my vote is gonna go San Andreas, only because Captain Calm. This is not questioning your tastes at all. You have unique, wonderful tastes, but it is tastes of fruit that I've never tried. So I cannot vote for your game because I've no idea. I've never even heard of it.
The underground scene.
Yeah, the underground scene. So I'm gonna have to go with San Andreas for my vote. What is your vote? And you cannot vote for your own game.
Batman. I would go Batman because here's a question. Can we vote for games that we haven't played?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I would do Batman because their cutscenes are great and the Joker is very sadistic, yet an integral part of the story. I'll give it that. I'll give him that. Good job, Mark Hamill.
So we are going Batman. San Andreas over here. What do you got?
I think I would go with Batman.
Yeah. Okay.
The other one sounds interesting, but again, like I've never played it. I have played things like Wizards and Warriors and Dragon Master, Dungeon Master, old NES Nintendo games.
Okay.
That sound pretty much like that, and like they're fun, but the fun kind of wears out.
Now, what system did you say it was for?
PlayStation, but I played it on the PlayStation Classic.
Okay.
So it's like
PS1.
Yeah, it's a game where it's a game system that has already PlayStation games in it, but that was just
So it sounds like he actually had the oldest game out of the three of us, though. I mean, who knows? That might be a really good game. I've just never played it or have even heard of it enough to. I might have to borrow it off you.
Well, I don't think I can like take the game out, but if you mean the PlayStation Classic,
Right. Yeah.
maybe. But remember to bring it back.
Absolutely.
Remember, you borrow on this.
They
shit.
should make
Not
an
steal.
Arrowverse game.
Agreed. 100%.
And like you could play as Green Arrow and team up with your friend. They could play Flash or the Atom.
That would be cool.
Or, it would be Green Arrow and Sare.
Yeah.
Sare Lance.
Yeah.
Black Canary.
Yeah, it'd be great. Moving on. It sounds like we have Batman at number 1, San Andreas is number 2, and
Wild Arms.
Wild Arms is number 3 for now, but that could change. Presenting our second favorite game, or the second game we are presenting. Reverb, we'll start with you.
Honestly, it's gonna be close between Pokemon Violet and Skyrim.
Ooh.
Pokemon's a classic. I've always loved it. I've played every game growing up, and they've really enhanced it. It's open world now. You can travel. You can stand in one place now, and you can call out the first Pokemon in your party, and you can stand there and do absolutely nothing, and your Pokemon will travel over to a group of other Pokemon and just fight them and battle them and gain experience. And then it'll travel to another group, and then
It doesn't need no Pokemaster.
Nope. And then when it gets low on health, it just returns. But Skyrim is good. It's also open world. It's got fantasy, dragons. I think I'm going to go with Skyrim.
Okay.
Because it's my go-to game when I'm very irritated and obviously cannot go out and take a machete to a real person.
Right.
So I will get on the game and I will travel to. I'll do the caves and castles and stuff, or the fortresses, but I won't finish them. I won't clear them out completely, because then I can leave, come back, and some of them will respawn because it was never cleared out.
Right.
And it's nice to let out some aggression, just bam, 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 and then just going up and hayaing someone.
I think I'm noticing a pattern with your video game choices. Okay, Skyrim over here.
World. Adventure.
Yeah. Captain Calm, what is your next game?
Dark Chronicles 2.
I was so close to thinking I might actually know this one. Go ahead. What is this?
It's a level 5 game.
Oh, okay.
That's for sure. Not Professor Layton.
Yeah, Professor Layton slightly makes a return, but this company is called Level 5.
Yeah,
okay,
Level 5,
right.
yeah. It is a PlayStation 2 game. It is the sequel to, technically prequel to Dark Chronicle or Dark Cloud. What I really love about it is the story, the characters, and it's got Mineval and other great voice actors. Mark Hamill even makes an appearance like in Dark Alana Asylum. I won't spoil how, but it really tells an interesting story, epic music, a fight between good and evil, but the best part about this game for me is it shows the innocence through the perceived evil. Like, when you think of a bad guy just being bad, this game shows you that the only bad out there is the bad that you project onto others, the bad that you see, and the game highlights that immensely. It's a spiritual game, and I was almost gonna say Sonic Unleashed because I actually played that, and Dr. Eggman's scenes are so good. They're simple, they're sweet, and he sounds like a genius.
Okay.
But I'm gonna have to say Dark Chronicles 2.
All right.
For the PS2, PlayStation 2.
For me, my next game, also open world, and I haven't played the sequel yet, but I really want to, but Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Such an amazing game. A bigger world than Skyrim, just saying. But no, it made me fall in love with gaming again. When I had a chance to game and I wasn't busy making YouTube videos. No, but I love Breath of the Wild. It is up there definitely with my favorite games. And now we need to compile this list again. So I'm going to start it off. My 1 and 2. Let's see. Gosh, Skyrim actually has moved up to my number 1 if I can't choose my own. Skyrim, such an awesome game, like you said. You can be whatever you want to be, and do what you want to do. If you want to be the villain, you can be the villain. If you want to be the hero, you can be the hero. Skyrim is my number 1 choice. My number 2 choice. I need you to fight for me real quick. Why should I choose either of your games over San Andreas?
Well, San Andreas, I would say, is a pretty fun game. It shoots stuff, but for me, what I love about these games is that they tell spiritual stories. It's like a 90s film, like an animated film, like where characters are going at each other. There's this funny clown man in Dark Chronicles 2 who's actually a jerk and irredeemable, but like what? No. But it just has this great story, but you don't have to choose it if you don't want to.
I that's the thing. There is some part of me that really wants to, but I'm gonna have to go with the one I'm more familiar with, the one that I've enjoyed playing in the past. So my top 1 and 2 are Skyrim and San Andreas. Captain Com, what are your 2 choices?
I would have to say Skyrim, even though I haven't played it. I feel like that is a really well-acclaimed game, and not San Andreas, but what was the other?
Breath of the Wild.
Arkham Asylum.
Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, Arkham Asylum. That's good. Actually, Arkham Asylum number 1, Skyrim number 2.
Okay. And Reverb, what are your top 2 picks that are not your own?
Yeah, I think I'll go with Arkham Asylum and then Breath of the Wild.
Okay. Wow. So here's what it sounds like. We got Batman Arkham Asylum at number 1. We have Skyrim at number 2. San Andreas and Breath of the Wild tied for number 3 and 4. And then we have both of Captain Com's games. I'm sorry, buddy. Tied at 5 and 6.
I would say Dark Chronicles 2 is 5, and then Wild Arms is 6.
You know what? I'll let you go ahead and make that executive decision. So we got Batman Arkham Asylum is 1. Skyrim is 2. 3 and 4, we had Breath of the Wild and San Andreas. So I have to argue for San Andreas. You have to argue for Breath of the Wild. And then Captain Com makes the decision. San Andreas, like I said, you come home from a hard day at school. You just want to run people over. And then as the cops are chasing you, you want to fly into the air because you've put in the flying car cheat code. You're running out of bullets. That's no problem. I have the infinite ammo cheat code. I got rockets for days. I can just cause a total world of mayhem because I've had a rough day at school.
And that cheat code to get rid of all the police.
There you go. You can't argue for your own game. That is the beauty of San Andreas. Like, you can just have your own contained world of chaos without actually going out and getting in trouble. And that's my argument for San Andreas.
So it's a stress reliever, so you don't have to actually get in trouble.
Exactly.
Breath of the Wild, it's a ongoing Legend of Zelda game, and it's Legend of Zelda is a classic. It's been around since the NES. And like Pokemon, it has been turned into an open world game now, so you can do the main storyline, or if you want to just go on your own adventure and do whatever, you can do that too.
Its world is so much bigger in Skyrim.
You get to fight a flying dragon whenever you feel like it. I mean, like, not whenever you feel like it, but like...
I mean...
I can be walking around... See, this has happened to me before. I've gone back to one of those fortresses just to take my aggression out and just arrow the hell out of some people. I'm like, alright, that was good. And I had to go to leave, and there's one more person, and I go to arrow them down, and suddenly there's a dragon too, and I'm like...
Breath of the Wild.
But... yeah, it's an ongoing classic. People are still into it. It's not like, oh, another Zelda game.
Right.
Like, oh, another Zelda game. I gotta try this one too. So every time there's a new Zelda game, people seem excited about it.
Okay, Captain Calm. What would you say is in third place?
San Andreas.
Wow. All right. Wow, that wasn't even that hard for you. Okay. Why did you choose San Andreas over Breath of the Wild?
Well, actually, you both helped me out with San Andreas. I would have to say it is a stress reliever, and I feel like that is an important part of what games should do. It actually is interesting because there have been some serious accusations about games causing people to be, let's just say, bad.
Right.
But this game, according to what you guys are saying, is a good stress reliever and literally prevents you from using machete against everyone you know or don't know. So yeah, I'm doing San Andreas. I haven't played Breath of the Wild, but I will say this. I feel like it's not just an open world game, but I feel like it's just expected Nintendo make great stuff. I mean, from what I've heard, they're pretty much one of the kings of the video game awards shtick. So it's just ordinary to know that Nintendo's gonna have success.
Fair enough.
But this is a San Andreas. I'm giving this one a shot.
Hey, hold on a second. We'll get back to the ranking in just a moment. I forgot to film a special thank you to the patrons in this ranking video. So if you look right here, here are all my 3rd and 4th degree members. Thank you guys so much for making this show possible. If you would like to contribute and help us out, check in the link in the description for our Patreon link. Let's get back to the ranking.
So our ranking for the top best 6 video games, we have Batman Arkham Asylum, Skyrim Elder Scrolls series. Number 3 was San Andreas. Number 4, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Number 5,
Dark Chronicles 2, but I actually want to get your guys' input of what you think should be, even though I had an executive decision with.
I don't think we know any of those games, so that...
I would say the 3, the one with the healer and the gunslinger and the wanderer could go first.
Before that one? Alright, what do you think?
Yeah, sounds great to me.
Okay, well then...
Okay.
Changed now.
So, 4, Breath of the Wild. 5, Wild Arms. And 6th, Dark Chronicles 2.
On the PlayStation 2.
That is our list. Go ahead.
Another thing I wanted to add for the Grand Theft Auto games is interaction. Like, you can just walk past someone in Breath of the Wild or Pokemon, and they'll say one phrase that's been programmed into them. But Skyrim, you can walk past the same person 10 times, and they're gonna have something different to say. 7 of those 10 times. Yeah. A memorable one for me is I was playing with one of my friends in 7th grade, 8th grade, and we walked past this one lady, and I can't remember what she was saying, but he went to go walk past her one more time before we got back to doing whatever we were doing. And it was just this old lady carrying grocery bags, and she was like, "We're going to Aruba." And my friend stopped, and he was like, "We ain't going nowhere." And then he started just assaulting this poor person.
San Andreas, a family game. So yeah, so that's our unofficial official 6 top best games. What games do you think we should have added to the list? Do you agree or disagree? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, you and I, my sweet baby angels. I'll see you in the future.
See you, baby boys and girls, next time.